12 years old. It has been a wonderful time learning and inquiring deeper into the subject digital design and topic home automation. As the world is changing to a AI world, I find this subject very important for our future, and it seems that I am very interested in this subject too because it changes my perspective of how I observe other things. I hope you like our presentation.
Good morning. I am Arif Gupta. I am 12 years old and I study in Genesis Global School in class MYP 2B. Today I am going to tell you about our project of home automation and I hope you like it.
Hello everyone, my name is Mahirr and I'm 13 years old. Today, me and my friends will be explaining you our project Home Automation. We have put in a lot of time in this project and we hope you really like it.
What is home automation? Home automation is a concept, or some might call it a product, that connects every electronic device in your home to your personal tablet or phone. This concept makes our life way easier. Home automation is basically another word for smart home, means a fully automated home where the technology does the work instead of you. There are many categories of installations which fall under home automation like voice control, movement detection, gesture controls, etc. With home automation, every single thing which you get up for now can be done with your voice or without you moving a toe. Examples of functions of home automation system include lighting control, climate control, entertainment systems and appliances. So instead of you walking around, you just sit around anywhere you want as your command has just been fulfilled.
What is the problem? What made us come up with this project? Home automation is a very efficient and easy concept to sort and speed up the work one has to do. Some people today are very lazy to even get up and turn off the light in their bedroom, which they left open. Now, this leads to a waste of electricity. Today, there are some people who are not capable of getting up and working that due to being physically disabled or because of their old age. Now, there are some people who can but don't want to work because they work tirelessly throughout the day and because they have a very busy schedule. Imagine your grandparents at home alone, not able to finish work due to their old age and because exertion is harmful for them. Well, as you are not at home, how will you help them and possibly do something that gives them no tension and no pressure to get out of bed? This made us come up with a very simple solution: home automation. Make your family members worry less and get work done instantly with the help of buttons, clicks, and your voice. We have suggested to come up with a possible miniature prototype of this concept for a much better demonstration and understanding. How you control our smart home. Control your house with your voice. Voice control is a very common thing today. It's almost in everything but hardly in homes. Voice control means saying a particular command to execute a specific task. For example, turn on the lights, close the door, play music, turn off the lights, etc. Main products for inbuilt voice control are Google Home, Alexa, Siri, and many more. You might be familiar with voice control as it already exists in your phone. Control all these with buttons and clicks. This is the main part of home automation. Control everything with a remote or an app via Bluetooth or internet. Nowadays there are smart home apps to control your smart home. If you have all of these requirements at home like sensors, machines, motors and lights etc., then you can control everything with the help of your phone. Simply open the app and choose what task you want to get done with, like switch on lights, close the door, control the volume and dim the lights, open the door, and unlimited tasks. Everything can be done with just the push of your finger. Our primary data. What is primary data? Primary research is any type of research that you collect yourself. Examples include surveys, interviews, observations, and ethnographic research. In the start of this project, we surveyed plenty of teachers and students in a school about home automation. We asked them whether they knew what it is, its importance to them, is it problem solving, and what can be a suitable price tag for it. We conducted this survey to understand the needs of people, and when we are already making it, it's better to integrate most of the things that a customer would want and need in a perfect product. Our secondary data. Secondary data refers to data that is collected by someone other than the user. We usually collect secondary data from the internet, magazines, articles, and books. Our secondary research mainly included research on the components of Arduino, like motor driver, resistors, microchip, Bluetooth, internet, etc. And also what is home automation and whether it's important these days. We did this research to understand what all things are crucial for building a circuit and if our primary research on home automation was reliable or not. Our secondary data was the main thing in understanding what the brains of artificial intelligence look like.
What our product will provide. Our product's aim is to be fully loaded, affordable, and easy to use. As we all know, home automation comes in plenty of categories and configurations for each one's comfort and usage. We have tried to put in as many sensors that can help us for an easy and better function. Our home automation will be both voice activated and internet controlled. These two features will help the customer to use his voice anywhere in the house to execute a task. With internet access, the customer will be able to control his house from anywhere around the world. If she has access to internet, we have sensors for every job in the house. We even have installment for a garden watering system which will look at times it rained that particular day and water accordingly. Our normal house automation features include motion sensors to switch on light whenever there is movement around, ultrasonic infrared sensors for opening and closing doors whenever a person walks in, a special lock and key RFID system to allow entry to house only with key card or password, microphones in areas like kitchens and bathrooms to activate stoves, sinks, coffee machines, ovens, bathtubs, etc. by voice. Rain sensors for appropriate amount of water to provide to the plants. Temperature and climate control for a clean and warm, cool house.
How does our smart home work? Sensors and their functions. The motion sensors have a simple task. Whenever they detect motion in the corridors or any area in the house, they will turn on the lights and adjust the temperature of the room according to when you are there. If it detects no motion for a while, it will automatically switch off any electrical appliance you left open. So no need to worry next time. Infrared and ultrasonic sensors also have a very easy job. Whenever they sense an object a particular distance from it, the sensors will open the doors with motors attached to them. If your hands are full, don't worry, your doors are already open. The rain sensors. The rain sensors in the garden will sense the amount of water dropped on it in a day. So if there was rain, the rain sensor will calculate the amount of rain and then turn on the sprinklers if necessary. The motors will open and shut water flow whenever needed. When you walk in front of the front door of the house, you will see a box, a keypad with digits on it and a card reader on the wall. Enter the required passcode and the door will open. The RFID sensor will sense and recognize the code put in, and if it's correct, the door will open with inbuilt motors connected to the door. The kitchen is equipped with plenty of microphones. The system has a designated command for each electronic. For example, turn on the stove. When the right command is heard, the system will recognize it and do the wanted task. So, even while sitting, you can control the machines and put a timer so you don't have to keep an eye every time. Materials and specifications of a 2-bedroom house. To make an easy and a perfect demonstration of home automation, we also have to create a house and not just programs. We started off the house by making rough sketches of a floor plan we found small and good enough for a demonstration of home automation, which you saw above. We started off this home by telling our supervisors the dimensions of the base of the house we choose as 60 by 50 centimeters. After our board had been cut, we started working in the DT lab and started making other parts. We used MDF for this project, which was 2 millimeters thick. Later, we started making walls by cutting big pieces of MDF by hacksaws and other machines, and then we refined it by sand machines. Our walls were 20 centimeters long. We were almost complete with the assembly of a prototype, but due to the pandemic, we missed the opportunity to finish our home automation. This project was one of the most interesting and challenging projects I have ever faced. It was an amazing time learning about such an advanced and helpful concept. This home automation project concluded all my previous knowledge too. I learned many things throughout the year because of this particular project. I learned many new programs like positive and negative numbers and taking out distance with ultrasonic sensors and infrared sensors. I hadn't learned the positive and negative program even though it was the very basic part of it, and it made me feel like there were endless number of things to learn in coding. I also got to know more about Arduino in depth, which cleared all of my doubts about it. My favorite part of this project was doing design and technology with programming. I have always loved design and technology, and this project made it even better by combining both software and hardware. The main reason why I liked this project was because it was a very practical project to do. As we are advancing into an artificial intelligence world, it makes more sense to learn about these things. That's what made this one special. While the duration of this task, I also improved upon my creativity skills as me and my team made plans for a home and features of it. These skills will definitely help us in the future while building our own home. Yes, this project was very informative and beneficial, but due to the pandemic, we couldn't complete it. I wish that we had more time to finish it fully and learn new programs.
Our thoughts about home automation and this year's learnings. It has been a wonderful time learning and inquiring deeper into the subject digital design and topic home automation. In this unit, we were divided into groups and had to first find an issue, then create a solution for the issue home automation, then program our solution product in Arduino Uno, and then finally we have now reached on to the making of the product. This has not been an easy task from day one, but learning about Arduino and its programs has been extremely informative. My knowledge and understanding of learning concepts has surely increased by the form of teamwork, understanding about Arduino, thinking thoroughly to find solutions from problems, etc. As the world is changing to an AI world, I find this unit very important for our future, and it seems that I'm very interested in this unit subject too, because it changes my perspective of how I observe other things. Making presentations, researching about different components of Arduino have successfully led me and my group to complete our program for our final prototype. Now, we are on the stage where we make the home automation prototype, but unfortunately, because of the global pandemic, coronavirus, we cannot continue making the product. I feel learning about technology, for example, home automation, enhances our knowledge, as AI is a topic which will be most highlighted in future years.
Difficulties we faced. There were a few difficulties we faced during the project and presentation. We were a bit confused with what dimensions and what features to take for the house, like how many rooms and where everything should be placed. We faced one difficulty while building the house was that the assembly of some parts had gone wrong. While making the presentations, we group members weren't very collaborative as only one person did most of the work. In later tasks, we did improve our team management skills. We worked together and divided work among ourselves, especially in the recent EOUA we did.
Thank you all for watching. We hope you really liked our project. Now there's only one thing left to say. Stay home and stay safe. Bye bye.